Prop 356. We're gonna continue our journey in the ARK here. Okay, so we've been taming a lot, and I think we're gonna do a rare treat today. Let me gamma up. And we're not gonna tame. I think maybe we do something else. So, what can we do on this map that we haven't done? Although I do want to get on to the boss fight. So, maybe we can tame one creature and then move on to what we're gonna do. I'm thinking we build something. So, we need to find... The next thing on our list would actually be a Bronto. Because I'm going alphabetically and only catching other things when they're there. And I know that they do spawn around... Oh, I'm not around the volcano. Well, it might help if I go to the correct mountain. There's a T-Rex. But we have our T-Rexes. Actually, we have to replace our T-Rexes. Because we lost them when we was fighting the monkey. So I think we're going to tame a Bronto real quick, and then we're going to move on to building something. Because this taming, I know everybody doesn't like videos like that. And also, I kind of get bored of doing the same thing over and over. So we're going to find us a big, fat Bronto. Tame it up. And then we will move on to building something. Now, I'm not sure what I want to build. We may build a boat. I haven't built on a boat in this series. Ooh, there's an alpha. What is this alpha? It's an alpha carno. Come on. I need to see what you are. Ooh, and it's at half health. Actually, which one of our chibis has the higher level? Is it the snake? Uh-oh. We're missing our snake chibi. No. Where did I put it? Well, we have our shadow mane equipped. So, let's get a couple of shots in here. So we actually get some of the XP. There's a Diplo. That's to the sky, bird. Fly, Red Baron. I can't get a shot on this guy. So we'll just go up and come straight back down. And there seems to be some lag here. If only my chibi wasn't in the way. But I need it equipped because I got to upgrade it. Okay, I think we've played with this thing long enough. Do your thing, Red Baron. Okay. Good night, Mr. Alpha. That didn't take all of his stuff. Okay. Up we go. We're still looking for a Bronto. You know what? Let's just zoom around until we find a big old Bronto. They do spawn in this trench sometimes. They spawn along these beaches, so we'll check here. Now, Bronto is just like all the other tames. Well, not like all of them. But it is a knockout tame. And there we go. There's one right there. Put this guy on passive. Now, we could do a frog tame. But the thing is, these guys have such long reach with their attack that it's going to be smacking us and throwing us further away. So, we're going to get out our gun, switch it to shocking tranquilizer darts, which we still have in our pockets. Oh, 2 shots? Whoa. Well, we do have that Ascendant rifle, and we're using shocking tranquilizer darts. But wow. Oh, it's quicker than I thought. Now, normally you would tame these guys with berries or kibble. Their preferred kibble is extraordinary kibble, which we happen to have in our pocket. We have 17 more of. So we're not going to put them all in there, just to be safe. There you go. A couple of berries too, buddy. Uh-oh. What is this guy running from? Nothing's going to aggro onto that. Maybe a T-Rex. Maybe a Spino. That's what he was running from. Be still, you little demon. There we go. Yay, our Bronto tamed. And it only took 1 kibble. Yay. Oh, here we go. Oh, it was only a level 23. It was a very low level. That's why I took 2 trank darts. Well, that's how simple it is to tame a Bronto. Actually, it's not that simple. When you tame a higher level one, and you're not using shocking tranquilizer darts, it might take a long time. You know what? Maybe we'll build what we need to do, what we need to tame that guy, the Titanosaur. Here's another alpha. Okay. Another alpha Carno. I don't have a problem killing alpha Carnos. Let's switch back to regular bullets. Oh, it's these ants. I was about to say, how did he attack me from way up here? Ooh, he's gonna hit that Titanosaur. I thought for sure he would hit that Titanosaur as he was biting whatever he's biting. I was gonna get out of the area because I don't want to die. And the blasted chibi is right in my way. Let's lead him down to the beach. What's the matter, buddy? Can't get me? So that's what we'll do. We'll tame what... Now, in order to tame a Titanosaur... Oh, Microraptor. That was close. Let's just take off. Get that meat. Where's that Microraptor at? So what we need to tame that guy right there is we need cannons. And you can't just let him walk around, because he walks faster than most all other creatures that have the platform saddle. So what we're going to tame, we can tame these guys. They have a platform saddle, Parasauritheriums, which we do need to tame. We haven't tamed one. Or we can tame that. We just tamed that Bronto, and they have a platform saddle. But neither one of those is a good option because they're so slow. So we're actually going to try to tame a quetzal. Now the quetzal is going to be easy on the back of a griffin. There's many ways to tame a quetzal. I guess I need to show you guys a way that you can do without a griffin, because griffins normally don't spawn on this map. Now, you used to be able to just grappling hook them and hang on to them and shoot them with tranq darts as you was grappled onto them. But that system has changed. They don't let you do that. You can grapple them, but once you shoot them with another bullet, your grapple breaks. They changed that. Well, they actually changed it because of PvP reasons. Where quetzals spawn is from the red ob here all the way over to the green ob. And you'll see them flying about this high right here above the trees. Sometimes they'll be right at the treetops. So once we find a quetzal, I'll bring you guys back, because they have a platform saddle also, and we're going to use that to tame our Titanosaur. So once I find a quetzal, I'll bring you guys back. I'm just going to be flying back and forth grids, and I'm going to go ahead and make the trap we're going to need to tame them. Because you can tame them one of two ways. Either you chase after them with someone carrying you, or in this case I'd fly on my griffin and just shoot from its back. Or you have to build some kind of trap, but then you have to get it to aggro onto you, and you do that by eating rare mushrooms, or is it rare flowers? You eat either rare mushrooms or rare flowers. I'll figure it out. It's been a long time since I tamed one normally, without a griffin or some other flyer. So I'll bring you guys back when I find one. Sometimes they circle around the green ob. Actually, we're close enough I can just zoom over there with a red baron here. Right below us is where we found that one Spino. Okay. Quetzals, you gonna prove me wrong? The ARK heard me say I was gonna search for quetzals, and so now they all have fled. Oh, quetz. They don't fly too high, but sometimes they don't fly too low either. And normally you'll see at least one circling this green ob. But I'm not finding any today, and it's because I said I was gonna find one. Sometimes I think the ARK listens. The ARK listens. So I'm just gonna keep flying back and forth across this area from here to the red ob, back and forth, until we see a quetzal, and bring you guys back. There's base number 2, so I can actually stop here and get the stuff I'm gonna need. Oh, there's damage numbers. Oh, it's that kangaroo we set free. That kangaroo we set free. Alright, well. Of course, when I'm looking for one, we can't find one. So I'll bring you guys back when I find one. And I'll stop and make all the supplies we need for the trap. And get some rare flowers, or rare mushrooms, whichever which. I'll get both. It causes all the other creatures to aggro onto you. And so what you do is you just get the quetzal to chase you into a trap. And once you have it in a trap, you can just pelt it with either the frog or the tranquilizer darts or whatever else you have to knock them out. So And the trap is going to be very similar to what we tamed the griffin with. It's just going to be gateways. Only we have to use behemoth gateways with a quetztl, so because they can't fit through a normal gateway, so you got to use the larger gates. But that's fine. We're at a place now that resources aren't really that big of a problem of crafting things. So I will bring you guys back once I have the required equipment and find one of these guys circling. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you back to tame a quetztl. There's one right above us. Here's the stuff we're going to need. We've already got the gateways placed down. I started placing them and forgot that I wasn't recording. This back one we're actually going to put on manual and close it. Now we should be able to fit through here, but the quetztl should not be able to fit out. Now the front one is on auto. What we want to do is we want to keep it on auto, but we want to go to set close delay 10 seconds. Now if you don't have superstructures or S+, then the way you would do this is you would just have a regular one. You know, you'd get them in here, you'd have that one closed, you'd run out the side and run around real quick and close the gate. Now the thing with the behemoth gateways that we didn't have a problem with in the other one is there's no ceiling to the behemoth gateways. So the way we're going to solve that is now if you don't have S+, you can't use this. There is a fence support. I haven't used them in official, the ones they came out with to replicate the superstructures and the S+ versions. So I don't know if they'll snap to gates, but the S+ ones do. So what I'm going to do is I'm hoping to lead it in here and then fly down. Fly down. Leave my griffin here because he has enough health that he can take some, let me gamma down, that he can take some attacks from a griffin, from a quetztl. They don't do very much damage. So what I'm hoping is to fly down, land him, hop off, run out. So we've got to get this bird down further, and we need a ceiling over it. So what I would do if it was on official and not on here is I'd place foundations, and then I would go up with walls and then across with ceilings. Oh, I don't have walls. So I'll bring you guys back when I have some walls. I have the pillars. I was just going to go up with pillars and then put the ceilings on top. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. But I'll bring you guys back when I have walls, just in case we need them. So let me run back over to base. Guess I should stop trying to place this guy in. Let me run back over to base and bring you guys back when I have the walls. Okay, I bring you guys back. Our quetztl was just in sight there for a few seconds. Let's see if we can get a sight on it again. So over that mountain. So I have my walls, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one of these. So that way it will attach to the gateway. Now I'm going to place one of my walls, and then I'm going to go across one with a ceiling, and then a foundation. And now we have our foundations we can place that are lined up with I gotta go deal with something attacking. Let's see, what's attacking Red Baron? Another snake. That's the third snake that's attacked. Red Baron, you're just gonna have to endure, buddy. Gonna squeeze through here. Okay, so now that we've got our foundations placed, pick these guys back up. Pick up. And what I'm basically gonna do is just go across with foundations, and then we're gonna go down here. Now on my single player, I can go 5 ceilings away from one foundation, but everybody isn't. On normal, it's only 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so then I would definitely need another row of foundations right here to get my ceilings all the way across. On official, you would want to go every 2 spots, do a row of foundations. But like I said, with my rates, I can go 5. And so let's stop building that. Hold down N. Get out my demo gun. Pick that ceiling up. Pick that wall up. Oh, I gotta come back across one more foundation right here. Now see these foundations, because I used the fence supports, it tied it to this S Plus gateway, this superstructures gateway. So the foundations are perfectly lined up with the gateways. No, not that weapon. I need the demo gun. You know what, we could probably just leave this middle row in here. I mean, I would normally pick it up, but we can just leave it in here. So now we're going to go up with either walls or pillars. We'll just go walls because it'll be easier. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough for a quetzal. Now we need our ceilings. Let's go ahead and put them here. Can I get them all the way up there? Do I have my grappling hook? I do. I have my reusable one. So we'll just use that to get up high enough to place the first ceiling, and then I can just drop on this one. Now, quetzals are not able to fit through anything that's 3 wide, and I'm gonna run out of ceilings, aren't I? Because I only brought 20. But what I can do is this here, because the quetzal's not going to be able to fit through. Ooh, I don't want to pick it up while I'm standing on it. The quetzal's not going to be able to fit through 1 wide. So I can pick these up here. Now the reason I'm able to place these, well, 1, because I can go out from, I can go 5 out from my building. And the reason we was able just to go up and start building out is because we put those foundations down there. And so as long as there's foundations underneath your building, then you can keep building further and further out like this. Come on, there we go. And I'll have to bring you guys back when I have more ceilings because I didn't make enough. I'm using metal because we're also going to use this. We're going to pick all this up and we're going to use this when we tame the Titanosaur. We're going to try to get it trapped in a gate like this, but we don't have to worry about a roof with it. Try to get it trapped in a row of gateways like this, and then shoot it in the head with a cannonball. So I'll bring you guys back when I have more metal ceilings, and when it's not raining. Okay guys, I'm bringing you back. It's still raining, but that's fine. We can work with that. I thought I could wait on it to stop raining. It should be any second because they're only supposed to last 5 seconds. I mean, not 5 seconds, 5 minutes. Now our quetzal shouldn't be able to get out of here. Yeah, it just stopped raining. Good. No, it's because I'm underneath the ceilings. Well, let's go get this quetzal then. Now I'm going to put all this stuff for the build in his inventory, and all this stuff we got from killing the well, not my rifle. Where did my rifle go? Which one of these is that? My rifle? Yeah, that's my rifle. Put my scope back on. And we're just going to put all this stuff we got from killing those alphas back in Omega Red's inventory. There's the quetzal. Are you the one I was looking for? It was a 112 that I saw. Yeah, 112 female. Now, if we attack her, she's going to flee in some direction. These are not the normal colors of the flyers, but because I'm using a mod that lets me increase the speed of the flyers, they tend to have different colors. So we're going to go ahead and eat our rare flowers. Where's the rare mushrooms? And the thing should be aggroing onto us. So it looks like we're going to have to actually eat it ourselves. Which might be dangerous. Because, yep, it's the rare flowers. So we're going to get about a minute of that. That's going to cause the quetzal to go crazy and try to kill us. Come on. Hey. Why are you not doing this? Did they change this? No, surely not. This should be making him crazy and wanting to kill me. If I attack this bird, it's going to kill it. Did they change it? Those people at Wildcard, I built that pin for nothing. You see the buff I have in the bottom right hand corner of the screen for 73 more seconds? That causes every creature to aggro onto us. Let's see if it's actually working though. Okay, we need... Yeah, see, the parasaur is attacking us that normally wouldn't attack us. So it should be making the quetzal attack us. But this is a quetzal from that mod. Hey, you should be attacking me. This is a quetzal from that mod. So that maybe that's why it's not attacking. Or maybe they've changed it. So the only other way you would tame it then is the way I tried to tame these guys. You jump off with your parachute and follow after them, unless you're onto a next map where you can get a wingsuit. But we're not going to do that on this map. We're going to try to tame it the way we could. So what you would do is if you had an RG. So we need to go ahead and switch over to our other ammo. So switch over to our shocking tranquilizer darts. So the way you would do this is you would hop off, not land. I don't want to land. No, stop. Red Baron, stop trying to land. This is about the same place we found our 150 frog. No, into the redwoods. No, no. Why? Are you trying to kill me? So you would tell your bird to follow you. You have you some grappling hooks on, so that way you can get back on your bird. You jump off with your parachute. And you start shooting the bird. Now it can fly faster than you, and that's why you have the grappling hooks. So that way you can grapple onto your bird and see, pull yourself to the bird and ride it. And then you get closer and you repeat the process. I've tamed many quetzals this way. In fact, I tamed one on the server that I was playing on a while back. But with griffins, we can just shoot from their back. But I'll try not to use that method. No, I don't want you to land. I wanted to hop off of you and just go flying. So back up in the air you go, bird. You want to try to get above them, because the parachute lets you shoot down easier than up. Okay. We're in the redwoods. This is a dangerous place. Time to get back on our bird. Oh, come here. Go find the quetztl. This is going to be a long process, and every time you hit them, they change the direction they're flying. Where did you go, quetztl? But the thing is, most flyers can catch the quetztls. They're not very fast flyers. So let's see if we can locate it this way. Nope, it flew too far out of this range. Is it down? It's down. I guess we got it down. We didn't even realize it. Now they prefer extraordinary kibble. But you can give them prime meat and they'll tame on that. You can give them regular meat. If you're crazy enough, you can try to give them fish meat. Now 4 was enough for the Bronto, so it should be enough for the quetztl. Alright, bird land. Oh, I'm stuck. Stuck. Nope, I didn't want to access your inventory. I want to get on you. Nope. Somehow we've gotten wedged underneath this bird. Alright, then fine. How about that? So now instead of picking all this stuff up, I'll just use the transfer gun, right click, left click, you tame up. Come on. Don't you want to be my friend? Okay, what's his food looking like? Now we could speed this up if we if I crafted the hunger potion with the mod that I have. Otherwise you have to wait and wait and wait. So hunger, pull what I need. Oh, I need 1 fiber. And this guy actually landed in a good place. He's up on these rocks, which would stop things from attacking me. That would be normally down there. Oh, we got a WWW. Alright, quits. Give me the rest of that back. Oh, did you eat all 4 of them? You greedy pig. You just earned your name. Greedy pig. I would have given you regular meat. Okay, so we're going to go back to base and build its saddle. And then we're going to build... I guess I need to go pick up that trap that I made. Although it's a single player. So I don't have to worry about other people being bothered by it. But I plan on using all the same stuff when we tame that Titanosaur. So, you know what? I'll leave it there as a failed attempt. To remind me that I should check and see if the creatures, the mod, acts like the normal creatures. Because the rare flowers should have aggroed it onto me and made him go crazy and start chasing me, which then I would have let him. I would have flew into the trap, just like with when we tamed the griffin here. I would have flew into the trap, and then the door would have closed behind him. He would have been trapped, and I would have just shot him inside the trap. But for some reason, the modded creature is not It doesn't care about the rare flowers. It just don't care. Now that may be the modded thing, or maybe they actually changed the real quetzals. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if it works or not. My base should be... Oh, did I get lost again? Yeah, it's on the other side of this mountain. I still haven't seen a giga. Which we're going to need a giga if we're going to tame everything. They normally spawn on this mountain, that mountain, and then that mountain. It's not hard to miss them. In fact, it's like right here is where I normally see one standing when they do spawn in. Is that one down there? No, that's a Rex. That's too small to be a Giga. Okay, our base should be straight ahead. Should load in any second. There we go. So we're gonna make the quetzal saddle real quick here. You're not following me, are you? Now there's two different saddles for the quetzal. Where's my smithy? Do I make it new, or do I make it the fabricator? Okay, so I do make it... No, that's an equus. There's the quetzal, and there's the regular quetzal. So let's pull for the regular saddle, pull for the platform saddle. Go up top so we can release this big bird. Okay, so here's our quetzal. She came out as a 167. I made the saddles and I didn't even get them out of the smithy. That's how it's gonna be today, huh? Smithy. Okay. Regular and saddle platform. Okay, so the quetzal. It's just a big bird. Here's this normal saddle. If you just want to use it as a mount, which I don't know why you would. I think it should have at least 2 more seats on it for passengers. Just the regular saddle. But that's just me. They kind of stopped giving love to this guy. Rain again. When they nerfed all the flyers years back. If you ask me, this guy deserves a TLC. He deserves an update. Well, this one's a she, but she deserves an update. The other saddle is a platform saddle that you can build on. So let me go downstairs, craft all the stuff we're going to need to build on her, because we're going to need a cannon, and we're going to need some kind of foundation. Or can we just put the cannon on her back? Let's find out. If I can just put the... you can make a normal base on her back, on their backs. Cannon. Okay. How many of these can I carry? Let's try to make 20 of them. That may not be enough. I may have to make several trips. So while those are crafting, oh, they're already done. I forgot I increased the speed of that. Give me those cannonballs. So if we can just place it directly on that platform saddle without having to have a foundation, then we may just do that, because it's not like the Titanosaur is going to be able to hit us. Now what we may do is we may actually put 2 of them, so that way we can fire one, hop over here, fire the other. But you know what, we're just going to go with 1 to be safe. Yeah, that'll work. Put the cannonballs in there. And I'll show you guys some tips and tricks about building on a platform saddle real quick. Let's see, where's our crafting station? There it is. I've been putting all the leftover build stuff in here. No, that's the wrong thing. That's seeds. in here. So we got metal foundations. We can do metal. They're heavy, but we can do them. I think I'll only need 6. So split 1. Okay, so we got the metal foundations. And then the other stuff we need to craft in our inventory. So we need to go up to wood. No, we need the regular stuff. So we're going to go to structures, wood, and I want to craft 2 of these. And craft, well, we can pull for 2, but I'll just craft 1. I'll craft 2 just to be safe. Okay, so we got everything we need to start the foundation on the quetzl. Or any platform saddle. This would be any of the water platform saddles, or even you could use this method even on the raft. Now with the quetzl, you want it flying because they're more stable when they're flying. When they're just standing still, they're moving around, bobbing up and down. They're bobbing a little bit on this, but like I said, a little bit. We can go too wide. If you was going to go too wide, then you would want to center it to like this, where the leg, let me take this way, where the beam is centered with that saddle part up front. Or you can make it 3 wide. The way you would make it 3 wide is right here. Now the trick is trying to place this thing while the quetzal's moving, because as you can see, it's slowly rotating left and right. So we want to turn just to the left a little bit out of K mode, just a little bit. Is that going to straighten up? No, now we need to go back right, just a hair. So let me switch through my DPI settings on my mouse. Yeah, there we go. Now it moves slowly. So we need to turn back left just a hair. Back left. Is that going to straighten up? Yeah. Now, the trick is getting it perfectly straight while the bird's flapping. So you line it up the best you can, like so. And I'm going to use that middle the middle leg of the foundation. Right in the middle of that saddle is going to be my point that I want to get. And then the other line I'm looking for is the front edge of the foundation to be perfectly lined up with the edge of the saddle. Did it do it? So let's go out of K mode. I said out of K mode. What's going on here? Okay, out of K mode. What's going on here? Let's go ahead and pick this guy up. It's not gonna let me. So the easiest way to do this, let me get my DPI back up. Okay, is to put it on here, and that way you can just cycle through which ones you need. Okay, you can put the gun away now. Put the gun away. And you. Let's pick you up. So, ooh, this might make me heavy. So the way you sink the foundation, see how it's standing? It's like really high above the quetzal. It would also be really high above raft, our Parasauritherium, our Brontosaurus, our Plesiosaur, our Mosasaur. So what we're going to do is, this is why we're using the regular stuff and not the SS stuff. We want to snap a pillar to it, and then a second pillar. And now we need our demo gun. In fact, we're going to go ahead and put that on our hotbar so we can pick it, so we can switch in and out of it really quick. So you're going to pick the foundation up. Oh, that broke the pillar. Alright. Well, we're just going to have to craft another one. Pull to craft. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to, with every consecutive pillar that we place that's connected right here, see? See how that one is a little bit higher than that one? That means the foundation is going to be a little bit lower. And so we're just going to, I mean, with the regulars, you have 30 seconds before you can not pick things up. See, 12, 11. And so technically you could, no, I don't want to do that. You could do this method without S+. You just pick one up, place the other, pick one up, place the other. And you want to do that until you get the foundation low enough. See, I still want to go lower. See how low it is here on the right hand side compared to on the left? It's just a hair lower. And we're just going to keep doing this until we get it low enough where it looks like it's blending in with the platform saddle. Now it's very unwise of me to be doing this right over the top of my base, so I'm going to fly out a little bit. Because if I accidentally pick something up with the demo gun right over the top of my base, then I'm going to be in trouble. So, place that guy down. Pick this guy up. Place that guy down. Now I'm going to see if that's low enough. Yeah, see how low that is? That looks a lot better. I technically don't want the foundation right there because then I won't be able to fly the quetztl. So I'm going to put it back here. And then we're just going to pick these guys up. Now, I was only using the wood because it doesn't require me to use a lot of resources to make wood. We're actually going to place that metal stuff that's inside of Red Baron's inventory in there. So, oh, we already had some in our pocket. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, then we don't need any of that stuff. So once you have your regular foundations placed, you can attach your S+ ones to them and even overwrite them. So now, in order to keep placing them, I prefer to use thatch with this because it makes it more visible. I'll pull for 5. That should be enough, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the foundations now on my hotbar so I can build with them easier. Put these regular thatch ceilings on my hotbar also. Because see, let me get the foundation. See, I can't place a foundation over there. And I didn't line this up just right. You can see there how I have more platform saddle on the right hand side than I have on the left, and how it's turned a little bit. But I mean, you could pick this up and put them down until you have it just the way you want it. I'm not going to fight with that today. You place when you can't place any more foundations, see how it won't let me go any further out, then you place a thatch ceiling, then you can attach a metal foundation underneath it. Well, it doesn't have to be thatch. I just prefer thatch because it's easier to see and it doesn't blend in with it, so it makes it easier to pick up. So, and we're just gonna place it underneath like that, and then like that. Now it's not gonna look right. It's gonna look like your bird's wings are, going into a metal structure, see? And that bothers some people. And so some people won't sink their foundations because it just looks weird. I don't care. And then you could build on top of this however you want, If you have it enabled, you can go multiple floors up. If you have, an extreme amount of limit of building on your platforms in your settings, then you can build quite elaborate bases on the back of birds and the other creatures. So we want this guy. I actually want this guy to be sloped down a little bit, because we're going to be right at the head of the Titanosaur. And if I'm right at the same level as it might be able to attack me. So what we're going to do is we're just going to place a sloped ceiling and see, or not a ceiling, a ramp, and see if we can place that thing at a slope. There we go. Don't even know my own base. Do I have any ramps made? Metal ramps. I do, but I don't need 36 of them. I don't need 18 of them. I don't need 9 of them. 4 will do. Okay, greedy pig, come here. So we're going to place these guys at the back. So that way we have our cannon already facing down, because we're going to be up above. Oh, is it not going to let me do that? Alright, well then I'll just place it right here. Put our cannonballs back inside of it. And the way you control the cannon, if you've never played with it, you can aim up, down, right, left, and then you fire. So the next episode, folks, well, we're going to tame a titanosaur. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to take Greedy Pig after I level her up. And we'll do a test real quick. Oh, your speed has got to increase there, sweetheart. You are slow. Alright, Parasaur. Looks like you're going to be the test of our cannon. So what we'll do with that Titanosaur is we'll get near it and we'll just spin around like this. Now the Quetzal can fly forever if you're not actually on the saddle. Aim right. Aim down. Aim right. Oh, yeah. Headshot. 2,160 damage to that poor Parasaur. Oh. Poor Parasaur. Well, that's how you knock out a Titanosaur. You have to pelt it with the cannons. Or you can use a catapult. You could use a catapult. They're easier to aim. So we may stick a catapult on here real quick, just in case. You can use a cannonball or catapults. So let's go make the catapult real quick, and then it'll be the end of the episode. So now in the catapult, whoa, you can make boulders to shoot from it. We'll just make it here. Can we make it here? Catapult, no. So smithy. Where is my smithy? There it is. Excuse me, bird. Oh, not car. I need cat. Catapult. Pull to craft it. Okay, so now we go back upstairs. Where's Greedy Pig? We'll put our catapult here. Come on. And yeah, that's about equal. So can I access you? Mount. I can't go into K mode. And you can make, in their inventory, you can make these boulders. We're going to pull to craft, you know what? Let's pull to craft 100. And so we're going to make these boulders. Now that we have at least one, oh, game up. We can aim better than we could with the cannon. It's a lot quicker. You can just spin around. And it is harder to aim with as far as where it's actually going to go. Sorry, Red Baron. Because you actually sit in that chair up there. And it's a setting you have to turn on that you can actually use these on platforms. It's in your settings. So we're going to need more cannonballs. We have enough boulders. With one of the two of those, we're going to knock out a Titanosaur. So join us next time, folks, on Prov 356. Let me get a screenshot of our new bird for the thumbnail. But join us next time, folks, on Prov 356. Thank you all for joining us today. Hit that like button. Tell your friends about us. Spread the word. And till next time, people, trust in the Lord.